fellas on the show tonight. We gonna turn up though. I mean, we get to talk a little bit more football.
Indeed.
And a little bit more sports.
Indeed.
We gotta talk about LeBron, the Lakers, and the Rumble in LA.
Yeah,
what up, Ron? What up, Frank? What up, Laura?
Alright, let me share this joint real quick and then we can start there.
What the hell? Why are you watching? That's funny. That's just funny. So, Mel called in sick today. So, JB, we just going to act the donkey today and have a very good show.
We always act.
Oh, the Redskin fans coming out to talk shit.
You got
Really?
right, they are.
Really?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are.
Yeah. I've been dealing with it with JB and Gilman. Talk. We watched the game together.
Really, we
talking shit.
Really, we talk more shit than you, nigga. Really,
But nobody on earth talks more shit than me.
All right. So what are you talking about then?
But still, I still had to deal with it.
Yeah, whatever.
I still had to deal with this shit. So we're gonna share the show and then we're gonna get started.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about Jay-Z, stepping to Quavo, Drake and Pusha T. Rihanna did a couple things this week that I was like, you know what? I might put you with Ashanti on that level because she did some great things.
I don't know why it's doing that. But you just did that.
Let's see. We'll talk to the people, JB, while I'm doing this.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about Riri tonight. We're gonna talk about Black Lightning tonight. We're gonna talk about Luke Cage tonight. We're gonna talk about what happened in LA the other night tonight. We're gonna talk about these Redskins tonight and an ass whooping they put on the Cowboys. Now the score didn't show that.
Really?
The score didn't show that, but the ass whooping. I mean, we just beat y'all up tonight, you know. So we're gonna talk about that. Shout out to all my Redskins fans out there watching. Coughing and shit. Man, what else? Hey, you mentioned Jay-Z. You mentioned Pusha T and Drake. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Pusha T Drake shit, because Pusha T was on Joe Budden podcast and Drake was on the LeBron James show. We definitely got to give y'all the whole information on that. The whole thing with Jay-Z, Quavo, and Beyonce and Cardi B. That shit crazy. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and
Let's get
started.
Get it popping.
Get it going real quick. And we're live. Welcome to Kickback TV, live from Atlanta. I'm New the Mayor, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every Sunday at 7. No matter what, we back at it. Shouting that fantastic. JB.
What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek representing NWA. Nerds with attitude. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Hey, y'all Redskin fans better cut the shit. I'm not doing the whole show with y'all trying to roast me and shit. Rob, Randy, Laura. I'm not doing this with y'all today. I'm not doing it.
What the fuck are you talking about? Of course you are. I don't understand what you think is going to happen.
I mean, we won the last 10 games. So now we're 10-1. You guys are 1-1 and we won 10. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it 100. I said to JB that it felt like y'all was beating us by 20 points the whole game. You know what I'm saying? It slick felt like that. So, I mean, it felt like, you know what I'm saying? That is what it is.
It was a good ass game though. It
came down to the wire.
It was a lot closer than I would have liked, quite frankly. I mean, we just started making mistakes near the end of the game. We damn near gave y'all the fucking game because we gave up 2 defensive holding penalties on 2 different passes in
and
the
then we had
closing
that
drive.
dumbass call at the end of the game. It was our fault, which forced us out of field goal range.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bama still damn near made it.
Yes, he did.
Man.
Heartbreaking loss. I ain't like the way that shit went down. Real talk though, because we was just stomping on y'all neck the whole game, like running on y'all, like your niggas was going out the game hurting shit. It was just, it was looking like a solid ass.
Hit niggas out of bounds. Y'all did a lot of dirty shit, but I expect that from y'all dirty ass Redskin fans doing that dirty ass shit.
You know what he was saying to the game, y'all? I respect that shit. Because I would do it. Which means his Cowboys do it.
I ain't say that.
Which means
I wouldn't
his Cowboys do it.
I wouldn't do
his
it.
Cowboys do it.
He's speaking in hyperbole. I never said any of this.
I wouldn't do any
of this.
Stumbling and shit. You know.
I wouldn't. I don't believe in cheating to win. I want to beat
okay.
you when you're at your best. I don't want to cheat to win. When I got to cheat to win, it feel like it's a. But I will say this: we had fuck the first half and those calls that I thought were questionable.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half, in the fourth quarter, at the end of the game, we had a chance to win, and we didn't.
That's
so
real.
that to me,
That's
that
real.
overrides all the fuckery.
Yeah,
I'm not
real.
the type of fan that's like, when in the second quarter you hit that one play, y'all cheated. Nigga, we had a shot.
Right.
As long as we got a shot, I will clown you for cheating, but I won't let it be an excuse for losing. So we had a shot, and we didn't convert.
Yeah.
So no matter what you did or what didn't happen or whatever, at the end of the game, we had a shot. We didn't convert. We didn't do what we supposed to do, and that's just motherfucking that. Like dead ass.
Yeah,
I'm not even.
There's nothing more to say really, except hey to the Redskins, hail victory,
Here we go.
Braves on the warpath, fight for ODC.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and get it all because y'all won, and it's like I talk shit. So when the Cowboys win, I'm talking big fucking shit. So I can't be mad when the Cowboys lose and be like, don't talk shit. Like fuck that, talk your shit because I'm going to talk my shit. I'm going to talk my shit. You hear me? So I gotta give it up to the Redskins. Me and F made a bet. So I gotta slide F a couple dollars, and I mean this is what it is. I thought that based on how we looked last week against Jacksonville, we would be what I would call middle of the road of what I expect us to be. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna be Jacksonville, and we're not gonna be the bullshit we've been. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be somewhere in here,
right?
And I think somewhere in here beats the Redskins. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in here means 23, 28 points. We had 20. You know what I'm saying? So we feel a little short.
Like you had 17.
Damn, we didn't even get to 20, huh?
Final score was 20 to 17.
Didn't even get to 20. So I just shared the group, shared the show on all the pages.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you did. Just give you the
I did. I did on this phone. That's why we're recording now. I have to do it before. So we're good to go. We're good to go on that. Let's get into it. Speaking of long-standing beef, you can't really call this long-standing, but it's been around a minute, man. Let's get back to Drake and Pusha T. We got some updates this week. Like you said earlier, they both jumped on some podcasts. Why don't you break it down?
So we all know the Drake and Pusha T beef. We all know the situation going on there. Drake went on The Shop, which is LeBron James's TV show on HBO, where they in the barbershop having conversation. Kind of like what the show was for us at first.
Right.
And shit, what it is tonight, too.
Right, exactly.
So this is barbershop talk.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're talking about different things, and one of the things that came up was the Pusha T beef. Mm-hmm. And Drake was saying how Kanye was asking him to come out and help, and Drake, I want to help you, but you got to give me all your information. I need to know everything you're doing, hear all your music, so I can help you, and I can be your Quincy Jones of your career. And Drake was like, bet, we back close, we back tight. Here's a picture of my baby. He played the song that he wrote about his child March 14th, and he gave Kanye all the information about the drama with his baby mother and everything. And then Pusha T dissed him. Now Pusha T just dissed him based on his lyrical ability, so it didn't bring out all the information. Drake responded like, nigga, I just left fucking good music, writing music for y'all. I was writing Kanye's words. And so, how you dissing me about being a writer? And he threw shots at Pusha. And then Pusha came back and dropped the story of Adidon, which is apparently Drake's press release for his son, whose name is Adonis. And he mentioned the fact that Drake had a secret child. Drake took all of that information to mean Kanye must have been fucking pillow talking with Pusha and told Pusha everything. And I'm mad, and I'm pissed, and fuck Kanye and fuck Pusha. And I always noticed in the Drake disses that he wrote in response, he went at Kanye harder than Pusha. And I'm like, Pusha the only nigga that dissed you. You spending a whole shit ton of time on Kanye. Come to find out, Drake feels that Kanye gave Pusha all the information, which he told us on the shop. Pusha T went on the Joe Budden podcast and said that one of Drake's best friends, 40, is the person he told his girl he dealing with the information, and she passed it along, which made it even shadier. And so now it's like Drake says, everything was fine in the diss records until he talked about my friend dying, and I was the last straw, and now I gotta go hard because of my friend, and I'm not even gonna battle him anymore because he needs to get punched in his face for what he said about my friend. And Pusha like, you love that nigga, the nigga love you? Because all this information came from him, pillow talking, complaining about you, and saying extra shit. And so the twist on it at the end is Jay Prince was like, we're not going back. Jay Prince has been Drake's big homie, and because his son discovered Drake, brought him to Cash Money, and Jay Prince is a very well-respected figure in hip-hop, street nigga, you know what I'm saying, with a book, The Art and Science of Respect, and most people in the industry fear Jay Prince. So he said, Drake don't respond, we not doing that bullshit with these motherfuckers, because it might go too far. And he came out and said, we're not worried about Pusha's diss. Pusha's an ant that we could squash at any given time. I'm like, okay. And Pusha was like, Jay Prince act like he was the brokerage of peace, and he squashed everything, but he was very respectful and was a gentleman. Like Pusha, like he's saying Jay Prince ain't go to my OGs, because in these situations your OGs talk to your OGs. And he just was pretty much like, he ain't talk to my niggas like, you better get your nigga in check. He pretty much like, he just said kind of like, like, let's squash it, let's be cool, let's not do the beef. And I thought that was very interesting. But that's what happened for those who've been under a rock. JB, what are your thoughts on this shit?
My thoughts on this whole thing is, I still feel like Drake is just doing too much talking right now. It was an L he took. It was a hip hop loss. It's really just that simple. And Pusha kind of closed out his comments on the podcast saying the same thing, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing the most right now. You giving us all a backstory of the disses and all of this bullshit. Basically explaining why you lost.
Yeah.
If you had all this dirt or whatever you had to say, you should have said it. And the real truth is, like, he took it there first. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take it there and get punched in the mouth and be like, well shit. What I really meant was, nah, nigga. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Shout out to Amani and Laura. Amani Monster, was talking shit about the Cowboys and Redskins, and then he was like, the Cowboys are feminists. And I've been making my I hate feminist posts. and then Laura like, yeah, good job, Amani. You know what, Amani and Laura, I'm not taking this from you. These are both two people that are family, and I'm not taking it from you. So you're not going to call my Cowboys no feminists. You know how I feel about that. But it was funny, though. It was funny though.
Long story short, I feel like Drake is still jiving on some Bama shit. Like, I feel like he just needs to shut the fuck up or come back with another diss. You
lost. And don't say you got a secret diss that you could drop in any minute and it will destroy everything. Because even when he says it'll destroy everything, he's saying it'll destroy Kanye. Pusha T dissed you, not Kanye.
Yeah, that's real.
Why all your ammunition is against Kanye? Because you ain't got shit on Pusha T. They also played tapes of people in Pusha T's camp that Drake was able to bribe, reaching out to his hometown niggas in Virginia, trying to get dirt. They actually had recorded conversations and played the conversations on the Joe Budden podcast of Drake's camp looking for secret information.
Wow.
It was a lot. Like, it was a lot. Like, this shit sounded like some soap opera, you know, some shit Ernest Spelling wrote.
Yeah.
But this
crazy.
ain't, I don't think this shit Ernest Spelling wrote. This is just craziness.
Yeah. It's just weird, and it started with the diss, and now it's just descended into like just some weird Bama shit.
It is, man.
Get it back in the studio. If y'all gonna talk all this shit, go back in the studio and keep the battle going. I'm sick of hearing all of this gossip shit.
Drake ain't battling no more because it went too far. He's too light skinned to keep battling. And I don't respect Drake in a battle for anyway because he don't write all his own raps. I think in order to battle, you gotta write all your own raps. And that's me. I'm an MC. That's my opinion. Everybody doesn't agree with me because Drake is the biggest artist in the fucking world right now. It's him, Taylor Swift, and Adele.
Right.
You know, those are the three biggest artists in America and on the earth for music. And people don't mind that Drake doesn't write. I do mind.
Yeah.
I still listen to the shit that I like. You know, if he make a song I like it, I'll listen to it. But as a battle MC, as battling, I don't respect it.
Yeah.
But somebody I do respect battling, lyrical, write their own shit, Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Hove. And there is footage online, courtesy of Media Takeout. Don't fry me for this shit. Media Takeout said, where Jay-Z is approaching Offset from the Migos.
Yeah.
He's talking to him. We can't hear the conversation. But Jay-Z does seem a little close. It does seem a little confrontational. But I do see them both kind of smile.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's like they're like, nigga, like, don't say that shit again. Or nigga, like, what the fuck you gonna do, nigga? Like, don't make me get out of my character. So you smiling like this your last shot. It could have been that. But it did look aggressive to me. And the story is that Offset and Cardi B have made a song called You're My Beyonce with Offset talking to Cardi B.
Right.
And the song references Beyonce as a bitch. Like, you my bitch, you my Beyonce, you my little bitch to do this, you my bitch to do that. And Jay-Z apparently was like, nah, dog.
Yeah, he took umbrage
Don't
to that.
speak to my wife as a bitch in no category.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you paying tribute or you talking shit.
Right.
You can't say that ever. And that's the story, but of course we don't hear what the message, with what's being said.
Yeah, what was said.
The LA producer says that was the conversation. And in the background, I see Beyonce looking a little. She looks like she looked on the elevator with Jay-Z and Solange. She has that same like expression like she had when Solange was attacking Jay-Z. And Jay-Z be like, I got the shortest girl in the game and she gonna ride and die. I'm like, I don't know. Last two times I seen you in what appeared to be a tense situation, Beyonce was kind of shook.
Yeah.
I don't know, B. I don't know, B. You can look at me kind of like you don't know what's going on when it comes to your sister or the Migos.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. I hope that wasn't it. I hope that they just was having a good conversation and the rumor mill got to it and that's what we see. But there's a part of me that's kind of like, if Jay-Z don't want you calling his girl a bitch,
yeah,
he within his rights to step to you about it.
I was about to say that.
Like Slim, like
exactly
that's wifey, dog. We got 3 kids together. We've been married a decade. Like, I understand your song, what you're trying to say. You can't address my wife that way.
Exactly.
And I think that's why the conversation was like, if that's what really happened, which is all the information we have, there were smiles in it. Because it's kind of like, we cool. You was just on ape shit. We just did a whole song together. You my nigga. You can't do that with my wife.
Yeah, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
You can't do that. And that's why I think it wasn't like, and it looked kind of ambiguous. Like, is Jay-Z going at him? Or is Jay-Z just talking to him? So I believe the story. I can't prove it's true.
Right.
But I believe the story because I wouldn't step to a nigga that I just did a song with, like, you my nigga, we just did a song with me, you, and my wife. But now but I'm gonna go to you like, my G, like,
right.
You my man. I'm not going at you like that. But you can't talk about my wife like that. And that's why I believe it to be true. But for the record, we don't know what the truth is.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I think that scenario is absolutely believable because I remember reading the article and being like, you know, I ain't gonna swing on a nigga, but you gotta be more respectful when you talking about my lady, you know, especially my wife. You can't really. I can't see a context where I'm allowing somebody to use bitch and my wife in the same phrase or anything. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. And I see
I don't
myself.
let niggas do that shit with Ashanti. Like, I don't like nigga. What? Don't say, hey, your bitch Ashanti was. Nah, I don't want to hear about 24 tickets sold at the concert. Like everybody tagged me today. That's not my bitch. That's my wife. Don't make me Jay-Z you, nigga. And y'all know who I'm talking to. True. Y'all know who I'm talking. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah,
My bad. I just got
basically
they riled me up. Go ahead.
Basically, I understand, and I could totally believe that scenario happening. I could totally believe dude being like, hey man, my bad, you know, like for real, like you gotta respect somebody who come at you like that, because that's their wife. You know
especially if you don't know you offended them.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you thinking like, nigga, I see she a bad bitch. Like, why you mad at me? And you be like, oh yeah, you're 48. You know, you don't like that type of shit.
Right.
I'm 42. I don't like it neither. So I can, and I respect it. I don't feel like he chumped Offset.
Nope.
But I feel like he definitely approached him and definitely said something.
Yep.
And Nicki said, Hove. Dabu said battle rappers don't make money. There's some truth to that. Ron said Jay-Z was rocking back and forth, like, and I mean you bought that action when you like, hey, like any minute. I respect that. Oh, and he also said he most so meant that Jay-Z might blackball him. Like not that Jay-Z might necessarily beat his ass, which I think Jay-Z could do because Jay-Z was towering over him. Migos was like male height and Jay-Z like my height. So you know how when male hit, I'd be like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That don't.
I'm gonna talk shit because she ain't hit tonight. So I'm gonna talk all my shit. Because y'all know Mel be beating me and shit in the middle of the show. So she ain't here, she can't hit me. I'm talking all my shit.
Speaking of beating on niggas, Young, let's talk about what happened in LA the other night, my dude.
Young. Actually, good segue. Good segue. But who was watching the game last night?
Oh my goodness.
Like I watched the Wizards lose to Toronto without Kawhi Leonard, so I'm on fire last night. And then the Lakers and Houston game came on, and it was a decent game. Like it was a good game. Bama's was playing on both sides. It was getting a little testy, but that was balling. Mm-hmm. And then James Harden went to the whole kind of brushed Brandon Ingram out the fucking way. Mm-hmm. Ingram went tumbling into the turnbuckle. Into the turnbuckle, like wrestling match. The backboard, the under backboard thing.
Yeah, that's the pad.
And, the padding. Mm-hmm. And then he walked off the padding, pushed James Harden. Mm-hmm. James Harden was like, what the fuck? Talking to the ref like, ref, what the fuck is going on? I saw Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo arguing, stepping to each other. Mm-hmm. I saw Chris Paul do this and smooch. We call it smooching or slouching. You put your hand on the motherfucker's face, but he did it with one finger. He fingered that nigga's face like that, and Rajon Rondo swung, caught the Bama, and then swung again. And then they started breaking it up, and I will give Chris Paul this. He got that one little uppercut right to Rajon Rondo's chin right at the end of the breakup. And then Brandon Ingram, who was at the beginning of everything, the first person I mentioned, came in and swung on Chris Paul. Nigga hit him out of the chest, which is, But he was just pretty much like, we fight. I'm going. Mm-hmm. It was a lot for LeBron's first game in LA. Before I give out those, JB, what are your thoughts?
I mean, LeBron wound up snatching up Chris Paul, pulling him out of the way, and things kind of diffused. But the game was chippy the whole time. It was, I mean, niggas was testing each other. Motherfucker got clotheslined during the layup one time. It was a lot of little weird shit going on. It was definitely a rivalry game. I'm not surprised by the fight, real nigga shit. Like, I kind of expected there to be a fight because, you know, watching through the sequence and watching all of the weird shit that was happening, I expected there to be a fight. Kind of like there was in this Cowboys-Redskins game. It was going to be a fight. Them niggas is going at each other. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, Ron said Nipsey Hussle, you know, one of our favorite rappers, was in the crowd and he stood up like he was ready to risk it all. And Ron, like, Nipsey was about that action, and CB3 a hoe, he should have slapped Rondo off butt. Now, I admit, if you spit on me, I don't know my response is going to be to finger your face.
Oh, no, I'm swinging on you.
Like we scrumping at that point.
Yeah, I'm swinging.
We scrumping. Like dead ass, like spitting on somebody is probably the most disrespectful thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
But I also saw a meme that showed Eric Gordon from CP3's team talking, and it looks like his spit from him talking
It's
hit
flying all over
CP3's
everywhere.
face.
Yeah.
So it was really, according to this theory in this meme I saw, Eric Gordon spit that hit Chris Paul's face. Chris Paul just assumed it was Rondo. And I said on Stack 5, Steven Jackson's Instagram page yesterday, that it looks like Rondo might have accidentally spit. Or it was accidental spit. Because from the angles I saw, Rondo didn't spit at anybody. Now, when he was talking, I'm like, spit could have came out. Maybe. But I don't think that's the reason to be trying to fight a motherfucker that y'all arguing the spit flies out. Well, I fight everybody every day. I always be fighting on the show. Like, spit gonna fly out when you get hyped and you
Yeah, you all in each other's faces and
So,
shit.
but Rondo and CB3 have a history of not getting along.
Exactly.
Like a decade-long history. And CB3 did a couple things to Rondo, like pushing him out the way, dropping him to the ground. Houston had clothesline one of the Lakers players and only got a flagrant 1 when it should have been a flagrant 2 ejection. So the Lakers had gotten to the point where they was fed up. And when Rondo had elbowed Ingram out the way and he fell into the turnbuckle, he had enough.
Turnbuckle.
Yeah, but I'm doing WWE. He had enough. And that's why they responded that way. If Rondo did spit in Chris Paul's face, then I'm on Chris Paul's side. If it was Eric Gordon talking and he actually hit Chris Paul and it wasn't Rondo, then I'm on Rondo's side. And if Rondo was just talking and spit just flew out of his mouth by accident, then I'm still on Rondo's side. Because I've argued with motherfuckers who I know love me and spit is flowing and he'd be like right here. And we're in the middle of discussing, I'm like, you know you spit on me. Like, you know what? You just spit on me. But I know it was an accident. I know it wasn't intentional. You know what I'm saying? And shit happens. Women spit on me every time they give me hit. Well, we ain't gonna go to head, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that happens too.
I like that. I'm just saying. I like it. Look, anyway, moving on. So, if it was incidental, then I think Chris Paul overreacted. And I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I suspect suspensions.
Yeah.
I expect Brandon Ingram to get the biggest suspension.
Yep.
Because he was mad, he pushed first, and then he came back in after it was over and punched. I expect Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo to both receive suspensions. If it's proven that Rajon Rondo did not, in fact, spit on Chris Paul, I almost feel like he shouldn't be suspended. Because Chris Paul thought he did and fingered his face. Rondo was just defending himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh shit! Well, Frank said there's a close-up video of Rondo's face. He did that shit.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, so I don't. And I don't know.
That's
I can't.
that Bama shit. Like,
I'm gonna believe our field correspondents because our field correspondents always give us the right information.
yeah, like who fucking does that though, young? That is
So we'll just say he did it.
That's some Bama
Oh, the
shit.
suspensions have been handed out. Hey, Ron, what are the suspensions?
Yeah,
Hit us
let
with
us know.
what the suspensions are so we can address them. And I'll say this: if Rondo did spit, then I'm with Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's
it
that,
is what it is. You
that-
know what I'm saying?
I'm a little mad. Like somebody said earlier, I'm mad Chris Paul ain't swing on him for real. If he spit on him like that, that's that fuck shit. That's somebody you knock the fuck out. Like if he,
It's got to be a level of ego associated with that. Because there's certain things you know, unless you think this nigga's a bitch, you gonna get hit back. You gonna get hit for or hit back for. And Chris Paul ain't never been a bitch. So Rondo that was the ultimate disrespect. Like, fuck you, bitch. Watch this. Woo. Okay. So if Rondo did indeed just spit in his face in the middle of a conversation, Jesus Christ. Then okay. Then everything happened the way it was supposed to.
I don't have an
argument.
That's that sucker shit though. I mean, the only time I seen niggas try and spit on another motherfucker is when they know it's not gonna be a fight. When they know somebody's gonna break that shit up. That's the only time I've ever seen that happen.
I'm not gonna say that
real life,
but I've seen people spit at each other, which I thought was kind of weird anyway. Like I've seen niggas like spit on niggas' jeans. I'm like, fuck kind of weirdo shit was that? But I know, I don't know. I don't believe that niggas. I think it's just the ultimate sign of disrespect. And I think you believe you could whoop them, whether or not they're a formidable foe or not. I think that if you spit on somebody, that means you're willing to go all the way. And Rondo still threw the first punch and he threw the second punch. Like, he was willing to go all the way. I don't think people just spit just because they think somebody can break it up. I don't buy that, JB. It hasn't been my experience.
That's been my.
But I think that you niggas, if you willing to spit, then that means like I will beat the fucking dog shit out of you, and I know it. So I'm willing to do this level of disrespect to you because I don't feel the repercussions. Because spitting on somebody there should be severe repercussions for that. It shouldn't be a finger to the face. It should be, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap or punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you spit on somebody, I think you're like, oh shit, I'm about to catch it.
Yeah, I mean, real nigga shit. I've only seen somebody doing it to somebody else, and every fucking time they was already being held or some shit. Like that's the only time I've seen it. That's the only time I've ever seen that shit happen in real life.
Okay.
Or I've seen females try and do that to a big ass dude. Those are the only 2 times I've ever seen that happen in real life.
Okay.
Like, so my perspective is a little different. Like, yeah, because.
What up, Swan? Gelman just evacuated. He won't be on the show tonight, but he's watching. Ron said Ingram got 4 games, which is the most.
Okay.
I feel like he should get the most, even though I respect him. Like, he fight my nigga, I'm swinging. I respect it. But as far as rules, he should have gotten the most. Rondo got 3 games. And I think they're doing that because they do believe the spit happened. And Chris Paul got 2 games.
Okay.
Because I think they're saying he responded to all of that shit. So, based on what you guys are telling us and what I've seen, I think the punishments are fair.
Yeah. Yeah, they sound fair. Shout out to our field correspondent, Jim Skrilla, my little cousin Ron, breaking down the information.
I don't know if you can call him a little cousin anymore. That nigga damn near 40.
He done.
I think you just gotta say cousin.
He's
I don't think.
than
I don't think little cousin apply no more. The nigga damn near 40. He ain't little shit.
He bigger than I am.
Right. So I think little stops. I don't know. When does this stop?
I mean, my older sisters still call me little brother because I'm younger than they are. I don't really know.
Does little stop at some point? Little brother, little sister, little cousin?
No, I never stopped for me.
I don't call Ivan. Well, when I'm being, I guess, affectionate, I call Ivan my little brother. But if I was introducing him, I wouldn't be like, hey, this is my little brother. I think this is my brother Ivan.
You said Ron's name like 4 or 5 times now. I wasn't introducing him. I was
right, but you gave the context, so it wasn't about introducing. It was about giving context, right?
Oh well, I was just saying his name, and that's how I always talk to him.
Ron said, "I expect it."
Yeah, like I always call him my little cousin. I always do. I don't know what you talk like.
F said, "Not really." What are you not really? Are you not really? You left, or are you not really the little cousin, big cousin, little brother, big brother thing? Y'all feel free to chime in, and if you're watching or listening on YouTube, Spotify, or iTunes. We are discussing everything.
Yeah.
We're talking about the little brother, little sister, little cousin shit. If you watch it on Facebook, of course, you see the entire thing. But I want to shout out Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube because we just had our most viewed, streamed show in the history of us doing this show.
Shout out to y'all for sharing too. With that.
Especially on Facebook. Don't forget to hit the share button now. Hit share, send it into your groups. Hit the follow button, subscribe so you can watch it every week and get the notification. Because it ain't really a show without y'all.
Real.
And y'all held us down. We got to do a celebration. And I think I said, well, I'll do this before the end of the year. Because we're like at the end of November, October now.
Yeah.
Sometime this month or early November, at some fucking point, we're going to do a celebration, a fan appreciation show. We're going to let y'all, boom, we're going to let y'all run the show. Y'all going to come up with the topics because we just broke a record for the show. And I feel amazing behind the fact that we were able to get over the hump and hit this next level of numbers. Now that we're on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Facebook. I know JB just is happy. So we got to do a celebration. We got to do something to yay.
Yeah, we'll come up with something special for y'all just to show our appreciation.
The little cousin thing. F said the little cousin thing sticks for life. For life. Okay. All right.
I never stopped.
That'll work, and F is my little brother. Shout out little brother F. This is stick for life, nigga. Me and JB the oldest in the 5.
Yeah, so that's real. That's real.
So shout out to all our little brothers in the 5.
Indeed.
And our little cousin Ron.
Everybody little now, huh?
Hey, shout out to all our little listeners. Shout out to all our little listeners. Appreciate y'all little niggas listening. All our little listeners. And Ron said all love. Of course, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
Another thing that's all love is how I feel about Rihanna. She's not Ashanti, but she gaining, nigga.
Yeah.
Because her business has shot through the roof. Everybody, a couple weeks ago, we did a whole Forbes list about Kylie Jenner's makeup line, how well it was doing. She gonna be the first billionaire, blah, blah, blah. Makeup, all that shit. Rihanna's making, what she said, 34% more?
Yeah, 34% more. Her makeup line is averaging 34% more in sales now. It's blowing up big time. You know, we've talked to ladies we know, and the ladies love the line. They love the variety. They love everything she's got going on right now. And shout out to her, man. That's huge, man.
Riri, do you love me? Are you riding? So you never leave from beside me. Mel left from beside me today. She'll be back. What the fuck?
Let's keep giving shout outs, man. Let's
hold up. We're not gonna do this shit today, F. I addressed Ashanti did not cancel the concert because only 24 tickets were purchased. She canceled the concert because I told her that I needed her in Atlanta and she's coming to see me. So don't do that lie that's been on Facebook. I was like, I done broke up with all the women. Ashanti, I need you. And she's like, I'm coming, Daddy. I was like, that's my baby. She's coming to see me. Unlike some of you other women.
Let's keep giving shout outs to these ladies out here, man.
Not all of them.
I said these. I ain't say all of them. Said these. Very specifically. Go, hold up, nigga. Hold up.
I'm playing.
I know you are. I'm playing too.
I'm talking to the camera.
I know you are. I'm trying to transition to this topic. I know what you doing, nigga.
Right.
I'm not stupid. Shout out to Mystics, Christy Tolliver. She joins the Wizards as an assistant coach, the first female assistant coach on the team. We just want to give a quick shout out to her.
Yeah,
to
man.
Wizards.
Point guard for the Mystics who went in the finals this year. For y'all that know me, y'all know I love all DC sports teams except the Deadskins. I don't know what the fuck JB got on. His whole outfit is disrespectful. But so I love the Mystics, and Chrissy Tolliver is our point guard, and she's been playing amazing. And we went to the finals this year. We lost because all our players weren't healthy, 100% healthy. But now she's an assistant coach with assistant coach with the Wizards.
Yeah.
And she's dealing with player development, and I'm just happy about that.
Yeah,
I'm
first female coach in the history of the Wizards, fourth in the history of the NBA. So, I mean, this is a big win for her, man. Player development, that's going to be interesting, too. They put her, like, she be going to be working on niggas' shots and free throws and shit. Like,
we need the help. We need the help.
Real nigga shit.
Francisco, our other little cousin, just tuned in. And we doing a little cousin thing because that's what we're doing today, apparently. So he tuned in. What up, nigga? And I don't want to hear no Hail to the Redskins shit. That's me.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. One more time, y'all. Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory. Braves on the warpath. Fight for ODC.
No, we're not doing the words. We ain't doing that part.
Somebody give me the rest of the words. Give me the words to the verse, y'all.
Moving right
Somebody
along.
give me the words to the verse, and I will sing the whole fucking song.
Moving right along. What's our next topic, Jay?
Oh, shit. Okay.
What up, Sharice?
So the next topic is actually a little more serious, y'all. A stat line came out that is just absolutely appalling. There are over 400 documented cases of rape by police. That's been happening the whole show, young. You've been missing your shirt, so I ain't saying nothing, but it's been happening.
But I
really don't think it's
like
you can
it's
do
not
about
tight.
it. I don't know if it's anything you can do about it. Oh God, really?
Like really? The drink it spilled from like the side, right? But it landed all on my jeans.
Oh, Lord.
So it like skipped my shirt. My shirt's still white and perfect, but I said, "I was like, the fuck." Like, why's my dick vibrating? Like, the liquor's just in straight. Oh, man.
That shit has happened 4 times during the show. Yeah. It's to miss your shirt every fucking time.
Okay, go ahead, Jamie. Let's do the show. Like, I got nothing.
Okay, y'all. On a serious note, let's get this one out the way. Over 400 documented cases of rape in the last 7 years. Over 635 documented cases of what they call sexual fondling.
This is police with traffic stops.
Yes, police traffic stops. Yes, police attacks on women over, I want to say, the last 7 years. I mean, this is despicable, young. Like, I don't even know where to go with this one. Your thoughts, and then let's move on to more pleasant things, because this is fucked up. But we had to let y'all know.
The police have been doing fucked up shit to every minority group. And I think what's starting to be the trend is black men are starting to fall out of the minority group.
Right.
Because we're starting to be blamed for everything. But women in general, black women, or women of color, and black men, like we're all oppressed by white people, by white men. And the white police department is attacking us all. Black men, we have evidence of that. Black women, we have evidence of that. And now women in general. But these are the cases that came forward. These are all the cases. These are the ones with, like, if a woman is afraid to say that Bill Cosby touched her for 50 years, what the fuck do you think a woman is afraid to say about a police officer?
A cop.
They are the fucking law.
Yep.
So if they scared to admit a comedian did it, they definitely scared to admit a police officer did it. Same thing with black men. Like, getting harassed by the police was something that you just accepted. I'm black. They're going to do it. I remember one time the police had, it was me and Coffee and Mama driving on Smee House. And the police pulled us over. It was a snowstorm, blizzard. We didn't know where we was going, so we kind of like watching and driving slow. Pulled us over, called 3-4 other cars. They had us put our hands on top of my car, which it was snowing, in the snow, and just stand there for like 30 minutes. And so they didn't do it to my girl at the time, which in a weird way I respected, but it definitely did it to me and Coffee. And so we're just sitting there, fucking fingers, after we lift them up from the hood, can't even fucking bend our fingers like this. And I'm driving to our man Smee house, like, you know what I'm saying, like fucking frozen. Come in the house's father, like, hey guys, I'm like, hey shit. Rest in peace to Horace, peace and blessings upon him. The horse is like my father. The horse is like, whoa, what the hell going on? And I'm like, let me tell you, And he was the first. That was the first time somebody called the police on the police. I didn't even know he could do that shit. But he called the police like, I had my son and his friends outside and da-da-da-da-da. And we actually did a report to the police on the police. I didn't even know that shit was possible.
Wow.
I just thought I had to be mad about it.
Right.
So I was just prepared to be mad all night. And I didn't know that there's an option. And nothing happened. You know, nothing came of it.
Of course not.
So it was, but it was still something we should do. And I say all that to say, like, sisters, like, tell the men in your life what happened and report the fucking police officer. Fuck that shit, dog. Like, if my girl come to me like the police did, like, dear God, I hope that never happens.
I'm going to jail.
Because I'm like, I'm going to die. They're not going to let me go to jail. Come on. Like, I feel like they shouldn't say certain shit. Like, you don't speak it into existence. But I'm like, I can't imagine none of the women in my life being like, this police officer raped me.
No.
Me being like, that's fucked up. And moving on with my life.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't see that. Like, I just hope it.
I can't imagine any woman in my life
ever happens.
Yeah, I can't imagine a woman in my life ever actually saying some shit like that to me and it just being something I let go. Like that's a tough one. I'm doing something.
But then a lot of times, how about this? This the mind fuck. Because they know we'll do something, they won't tell us. Because they don't want us to get killed. Is that right? I think the ladies ain't here, so I can't speak for them. But I'm trying to get into their mind, and I think that might be real. You think that? Excuse me. You think that's real?
I think
that they wouldn't even tell us.
I think that I don't know about the ladies in our lives personally, but I can see that as a scenario. I can totally see that as something that goes down. And there are a variety of circumstances related to that. Let alone, the simplest one is the cops. What if some street shit happened? You know what I'm saying?
Nick, I hate to cut you off. I saw a video on Facebook. Many of y'all have seen it too, where the police officer and officers were arguing with like civilians, and one of the officers was a big diesel nigga, and he just walked up to the civilian nigga, pushed him, and knocked him out. He was a little skinny dude. Now he was mouthing off, but he knocked him out. Like, if a police officer approaches me, and maybe this has changed, but I'm still of the mindset that I can't fight. You're the police. I can't fight you. You know what I'm saying? So I may take a punch because you're the police. I'm a nigga. How that's going to end up.
Right.
So you got that in your advantage already.
Right.
And then he knocked Slim the fuck out. I mean, dude dropped to the ground face first, and the rest of the video was them trying to revive him. But it's like, if a police officer approached me, I'm not like, hold up, dog, what the fuck? I'm not throwing my hands. It's the police. You throwing your hands up to the police?
No, you gonna die.
I mean, you die.
You dead.
So that means you just like, hold up, dog. And then he knocks you the fuck out.
You can't even
That's
run.
a lot.
You can't even turn
You
your
can't
back
even
and run. Like
what do you,
you're
like,
dead.
And
You're
what do
dead.
you do? All the niggas watching the show, what do you do if a police officer wants you about that, like trying to swing on you? Because if he's still the police. What happens if I hit him? What happens if I dodge his punch and I catch his bitch ass? How does that end for me?
You dead. What happens if he sees you put your hands up and decides to change his mind on the way and pull out his gun instead? Because now you're a legit threat. Now as soon as you act to defend yourself, he has the right to shoot you. The law literally says that. As soon as you step to defend yourself, he is the legal right to shoot you dead. That's what the law says right now. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, y'all. But that's what it is.
We have a new co-host. What's up, Sky? Yeah. So this is Sky.
Yeah.
It's the family dog.
Indeed.
Sky, we're doing a podcast. You want to talk to the people? Anything you want to say to the people? No?
Go ahead.
Talk to them.
Go ahead.
Let them know what's going on.
You're fine.
Are you camera shy?
Coming
Really,
over
Sky?
here. Coming over here. You want to hop up? No? Yeah, you know better.
So, what we're going to do right now, Sky told us it's time for break.
Yeah, I guess.
So we're going to take a break.
Take a little break.
About a minute. and then we'll come back and we'll finish the show. Kickback TV, live from Atlanta, Fellas Only Edition. Throwback to Knew the Mayor
with JB.
With JB Frank. Knew the Mayor show with JB Frank. And we held it down then. And looking at our viewers and the subscribers and people that's tuned in right now, we holding it down now.
It's still good.
So shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Don't go far. It's only us two. You only been gone about a minute. We coming back with the second half of the podcast, second half of the show. If you're listening on iTunes, Spotify, we'll be right back. If you're on Facebook, you're part of the conversation. What happened to your comments? Let's keep it going. And if you're on YouTube, watch and enjoy.
We'll be back in a minute, y'all.
I'm Beyonce in this shit tonight. I'm pretty. I'm still one of JB clothes. I'm beautiful. Watch the show. We'll be right back. I kind of still gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, I do too.
Facebook. Kick back stars.
Got my damn glass, y'all.
JB, what you doing? Kick back girls. We about to get started. Thank y'all for not going nowhere, staying right here. Appreciate you. Who the fuck did cut his mic off? It laughed at it. Oh, wait a minute. How do I? You lucky I can't. One of you. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay, I can't do it. But I would do it if I could figure out which one of you motherfuckers did that. So, we are back. We're going to get started with part 2. We're going to share it a time or two. And then, let's see. They need to make the sharing portion of this shit a little easier. Facebook did. Oh, I'm posting this shit in my depression group. I'm just doing the most. This should not be. Well, maybe this could bring them joy. So if I post it in a depression group, maybe that's not a bad thing.
Might work out.
It just felt like like people go to that group for depression and support and shit. Maybe I shouldn't post it in there. Well, I posted it everywhere. The group is posted everywhere. It's just me and JB tonight, and so we know people ain't jumping to look at our pretty faces. So I'm posting the shit everywhere. I posted that shit in hospitable hospitals. Everywhere.
Okay. Hospitable hospitals, huh?
That's another group they added me to. I don't know why they added me, but I'm in it.
You be getting added to some shit, don't you?
People keep adding me to these groups. I swear, y'all need to add me to more freak groups. All my freak groups is dead. They are Freak Fusion, Choke and Stroke, She Sucking Dick in Here. Oh, I'm also on my.
Really, they all dead?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm on my other page, my backup
okay.
page.
Oh, right.
Another thing is I'm not on my regular page, so the last 2 weeks our numbers have been down. I'm in Facebook jail on my real page for this week and next week. So our numbers I expect to go up in 2 weeks, but our numbers have dropped since we had our best 2 shows back to back ever. They've jumped a little bit. But the people on YouTube listening or viewing, thank you, because you bringing them back up.
Yeah,
and if you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or any of the other podcast apps, you're bringing it up too. It's just our Facebook numbers are a little low because I'm not on my regular page.
We'll fix that in a week or so. That won't be that big deal.
And I didn't add this to Pandora page. I said add this shit to her page. Steal views from her ass.
Check this real quick. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, man.
Okay, let's do it.
So welcome back. Wait a minute.
That's why I was asking. Go.
All right. Welcome back to Kickback TV Live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm New the Mayor, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Sunday at 7, no matter what. We back at it. Shouting in fantastic. You hear me?
Indeed. What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank, that gangster geek representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude. Happy Sunday. Well, let's get right into it, young.
Let's get into it, JB. You got the topics.
Yeah. So we finished off with that last sad story. Let's get back interested a little bit more. Shonda Rhimes. Let's shout her out, new.
So we doing Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Awards?
Grind and Shine Award. Shonda Rhimes is now. How did they phrase it? She is the most successful
show owner,
TV show runner. Showrunner is the term you used right now in the game. And you might she might be creeping on history. She might be getting up to that Aaron Spelling type level with what she doing these days, John.
Yeah, with Scandal, which is off the air now, but How to Get Away with Murder, Grey's Anatomy, and I think she has something else in the works. She's the highest paid, so they're respecting her work, which means she can be more to the forefront. Now, all of her shows are multicultural, so it's not just black shows, but I appreciate the black leads that appear in the show.
Yeah.
So I think Shonda, just wanted to shout her out. Love you for that, man.
Indeed.
Very, very happy about that. This was a TV show that we turned into a podcast. So Shonda had some influence over this and influence over a few things that I want to do outside of this podcast. So shout out to Shonda Rhimes, man. Black Girl Magic.
She doing the damn thing, man. She doing it big right now too. It's crazy. I mean, I was tripping off of Grey's Anatomy when I realized I didn't realize that was her show for a while, you know. So when I saw that shit, I was just like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause that show been around damn near, I want to say like 15 years now, young. It's crazy.
It's been a minute. I've never watched it. I watched Scandal and I used to watch How to Get Away with Murder. I haven't seen How to Get Away with Murder like the last season or two. Which makes me want to get back into it and figure out what's going on. I know West is dead. That's the last thing I remember. So I need to watch that, get on my app and watch that. But shout out to her. Also, shout out to Rihanna and Cardi B.
Absolutely.
Because they both turned down the NFL for the Super Bowl show. We all know that it's going to be, I forgot who the fuck it's going to be. Because it's here in Atlanta with us. But the woman that's hosting it, I forget who she is. Damn, I done completely forgot who the fucking artist was. But it ain't nobody we really like. And shout out to them for not doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's gangster to me.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, you know, we're watching football again. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the reasons why personally I wasn't watching football, are kind of irrelevant at this point. Well, they're not irrelevant, but they're not relevant to football anymore. You know, Cap isn't really interested in going back to the league now. So, that protest kind of ended for me. But for other people, especially artists for the league, who are on that level, like, the protest is very real. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that stance. I can't do nothing against that. I can't say nothing against that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I may catch a game every blue moon if I like it and I want to watch it, but I'm not performing or promoting the NFL, and that's why we don't cover NFL stories anymore. Like, because we're not gonna do that. But we'll cover this one with Rihanna and Pink and Cardi B all turning down the NFL. Right. That made me feel good. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know how people feel like I said, I'm watching when I want to watch, but it's another thing to draw attention to it and to try to help them out. I'm not willing to do that. I'm willing to watch a game if I want to watch it, but I'm not willing to promote it. I'm not willing to perform at it.
Well, you bring up a really interesting point as it relates to the NFL too, because in a lot of times, in a lot of places, in a lot of cases, that halftime show is kind of like the heartfelt moment, the feel-good moment of the Super Bowl. That's the one where they try and grab you. You know what I'm saying? They have Bono and remember Whitney Houston and like
Beyonce.
Like that's the moment where they grab.
That.
That's the one where they try and grab you. And for these artists to be like, no, you're not going to use my image and my message to make people love you. My people love me. Fuck you. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm also not mad at our neighbors up north, Canada. Canada has federally legalized recreational use of marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to Canada to figuring this shit out. I'm going to tell y'all flat out, I am not a weed smoker. But I will say this. Americans need to have the right to do what they want, and especially considering the fact that marijuana is so much safer than alcohol, and it is legal for you to go out and get absolutely trashed in the street in America, Canada, anywhere, and endanger yourself and other people's lives. And marijuana just does not do that. So people are starting to figure out how to look at this more circumspectly, and I appreciate Canada for doing that. Recreational weed has been legal in certain provinces for several years now. The Alberta province in particular, that's where I'm not going to go into those details because I told you I don't smoke weed. But anyway, but what they're saying is that certain provinces have tacked on their own little law. So you can't just go to Canada and be walking down the street with a blunt, smoking and stuff. I'm letting y'all know, Canada's cool, but
Drake,
be careful because
40 and the girl you snitched to, y'all can't be out there in Canada just smoking weed all willy-nilly.
So, perfect example, the Alberta province, weed is legal in Calgary, their biggest city. However, public consumption of marijuana is illegal. So you can't just smoke walking down the street. Whatever you do in your house is all good. But, just be aware of that. And they say that and they tell you that in the article because they don't want vacationers just going to Canada and driving up to Canada and firing up a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Because you fuck around and get arrested, or get a ticket.
So weed is legal in your house, which is what it's always been. Weed has always been legal in my house. My house has been a separate jurisdiction. So my house, weed always legal. So that's interesting. Okay, well, all right. What else we got, JB?
Let's move on to some TV. Oh no, let's go back. Diddy broke up with Cassie.
Oh yeah, Diddy and Cassie. It's a lot of breakups going on. Yeah. I think. You know what I think? I think it was an age difference between Diddy and Cassie, and I think he tried to explain to her what he wanted, and she acted like she was with it and she was cool with it. She understood it. And then she started doing some bullshit, and he got tired of it. And he was like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit no more. Don't even show up Sunday for the show. Wait. Hold on. What I meant.
We're talking about Diddy and Cassie. We're talking about Diddy and Cassie, y'all.
Diddy and
Be
Cassie.
clear.
Diddy and Cassie.
No, be clear. We're talking about Diddy and Cassie.
Yeah. There's nothing else we could be talking about.
It's a lot to this, you know. I mean, Diddy is pretty much, you know, openly bisexual at this point.
No, he's not. That's a lie. That's a lie.
But I think
He's not openly bisexual.
He should be.
Well, maybe he should be. Don't say he's openly bisexual.
He should be. God damn. I was reading
We are never going to get on Revolt with you making comments like that. We're going to be stuck on Facebook. Come on, y'all. Help me help you.
The article said
Work with me. Work with me, JB.
The article said
Do you want to be on Revolt or not?
The article said it like 8 times, young.
That's an article. That's somebody's opinion. I personally think Diddy only has sex with women that are beautiful. Kickback TV Live from Atlanta coming to you soon from Revolt. Maybe not. Come on, JB. God damn it. Are we going to get on Revolt or not?
Shit, yeah. Oh my God.
JB trying to make it so we don't never get off of Facebook. We're going to be on Facebook forever. I got 1 gray hair in my beard. I'm going to have like 94 gray hairs. And we still going to be on Facebook Live. Listen, JB. Pissing Diddy off. Come on, man.
So
Diddy straight.
So Diddy is ultra uber hyper heterosexual man who's dating this girl.
He got all the bitches. Come on.
Dating Cassie, who is
great producer too.
Yeah, well,
on his dance moves. Oh man, we got a shot of his dance.
You killing me, young. You killing me. I can't agree with any of what you're saying right now. Yeah, I'm trying to stop this argument.
What about Diddy's amazing acting skills?
Oh my God!
You saw him in Raising the Sun?
Oh my God!
We got Mama.
You killing me,
Mama.
You killing me. Oh, this Bama. Anyway, they are supposedly broken up right now. People have seen him supposedly hanging out with somebody else at some point, so they don't know if this is, I don't know. It was just something we had to, you know, it happened.
Yeah, I just, you know.
It happened.
You know, prayers up to all parties involved, Diddy and Cassie and their families, and I hope they all get what they want out of the situation. And if Diddy tells you that he doesn't like something and you need to fix it, then I think you should fix it. Because if you don't fix it, then you'll be Diddy and Cassie. That's how I feel about it. Nigga happy, you make your nigga happy.
All right, y'all. Let's move on. Let's get to these TV shows, these black superhero shows.
That's why Diddy has sex with women, but who has sex with Diddy? Or with Diddy? I don't know what you mean. Because we're trying to do this show on Revolt TV. And I don't know. I'm not acknowledging that. Frank is not my friend. I don't know who Frank is, Diddy. I never met him before in my life. As far as I know, you heterosexual and you only have sex with bad women. Ruin this for me. You get a show on Revolt. Moving right along, JB.
Black Lightning and Luke Cage, two of our favorite shows. Let's get into Black Lightning first, because Black Lightning, they say it's going to get blacker. You know what I'm saying?
Black Lightning is a black show.
Yes, it is.
And it's I hate these terms woke because I hate woke niggas, but it's a quote unquote woke show, and it's modernized itself because it's an old comic book to 2018. So police violence and everything, they incorporated all of that. There are strong black men characters, strong black women characters.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these shows, you know, you don't get strong black women characters.
Right.
Like these black women, whether they have superpowers or
down.
not, are definitely holding it down. So I love Black Lightning, and I encourage, and it's on CW.
Mm-hmm. You
And
can
it's a
also
DC
catch it on
Comics.
Netflix.
Oh,
as
you
well.
catch the old episodes on Netflix, yeah. I encourage you to watch it. I encourage you every Tuesday, I believe. I DVR it. So I watch it when I get to it, but I think it comes on every Tuesday. It's a great show. Great show.
Really
great superhero show. And it's you hear me? It's one of them shows. It's Black and the Black Panther, nigga. Like, don't be dumb.
Yeah,
It's one of them.
Yeah, and they're saying they're gonna get into more of those black issues. They're gonna get even, they're gonna delve even deeper into the culture, and I love that. That being said, we got to talk about Luke Cage too.
We get one, we lose one.
Exactly.
Why can't we have two?
Exactly. And I mean, personally for me, I actually like Luke Cage better than Black Lightning. Now, simply not because of the writing or the content or whatever, but let's keep it real. These are two superhero shows, and I felt like Luke Cage just had better action than Black Lightning did. So I'm sad to see Luke Cage go because it was real as fuck too. Luke Cage kept it 100. It was all about black issues. They said it in Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was. So I'm real sad to see that John go.
I was a little upset behind that too, man. Like I'm still upset because of where it could have gone, and like they were woke. They were wearing a hoodie on Luke Cage in tribute to Trayvon Martin.
Absolutely.
Like it was a lot of pro-black stuff that was happening that the average fan doesn't know, but I knew, and so when I would see it on the screen, I would be like,
That's his that was his fucking uniform with the hoodie.
And we don't have
obvious
that
statement.
And Netflix also canceled Get Down. The Get Down. I would just say we need to make sure we hold Netflix accountable. I'm not saying boycott Netflix. I'm not saying boycott nothing. I'm just saying Netflix needs to know that we wanted Luke Cage to stay. And so I'm sure there'll be an online petition. I'm going to sign it because Netflix needs to know we wanted Luke Cage to stay.
Absolutely.
And CW needs to know we want Black Lightning to stay. So I need y'all to all watch Black Lightning.
Yes.
And on the side note, I haven't seen it yet, but we all need to go see The Hate You Gave in theaters over the next 2 weeks. I know some people got different things going on. I would say within 2 Sundays, next Sunday and the Sunday after, we should have all seen The Hate You Gave. And I will go see it, and I will tell you when I saw it. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. If I gotta go in the middle of the day because I'm single by myself on the Sunday before the show, I'm gonna go. You should go too.
There it is. One last topic to work through. New Donald Trump actually signs a new music streaming bill. Now this is a little bit of politics, but this is actually one of those. It's a good thing that he did. Basically, what he's done is he's changed the way the laws are structured in terms of royalties, so that a lot of these streaming factions who play a lot of artist songs will now be forced to pay the proper royalties to the artists. That includes online streaming like Apple TV, Spotify, Pandora, this, that, and the third. But it also includes satellite radio, which is interesting to me because I thought satellite radio had the same royalty rules that regular radio did. It turns out that they use the digital streaming laws or whatever they are, which means they're basically like distributing free music over the internet or whatever. They get away with that bullshit. They won't be able to do that anymore. So this could change. This could make some significant changes. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some prices go up, but at the same time, I think maybe we've been gypping a whole bunch of motherfucking artists for real.
Factory,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to benefit from that. I'm retired, and my music, I don't know how many streams I'm getting, in retirement.
Yeah.
But a couple dollars will come my way.
Yeah. My band will get a couple of dollars too, for real. Yeah.
And Trump's doing business. And all of the things Kanye requested, Kanye talked about. The one thing that Trump has enacted so far is getting artists more money, which sounds like getting Kanye more money. So I'm not going to give Trump too big of a pat on the back for doing this.
Absolutely not.
I'm not even, and I don't even know Kanye is really responsible, but to me it looks like a quick way to help Kanye.
Well, yeah, and
I'm just,
we talked about this off the air. We didn't get a chance to talk about it on the air, but I had mentioned to you, I think it was last week, like, as the president of the United States, Trump will almost be required by law to do some good things for the poor and some good things for different eclectic groups and, frankly, some good things for black people. I'm sorry, America, you can't look at a president and point out the 5 good things that nigga did for black people and say that he was a president for black people, because he fulfilled a quota when he did that shit. Mm-hmm. There are black leaders in Congress who make sure that some shit that we need gets on the agenda, and Donald Trump has to
revolution.
No, not at all. Like, Donald Trump has to do that kind of shit. Yeah. Like, him tossing these favors out, that ain't shit to me, y'all.
Factory. Mm-hmm. We started late because of the Cowboys in Redskins game. You see JB's draped in his Redskin gear. His team beat my team, the Cowboys. And we started late because we was watching the motherfucking game. Now, everybody on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube will get this tomorrow morning, which is now today, Monday. Mm-hmm. And y'all are at work listening because we know it. And we knew you was at work, and that's why we did the podcast now. Okay.
You'll get it tomorrow.
Then you'll get it tomorrow. Or you'll get it right now. But of course, as everybody knows, we record the tape live on Sunday. We record the podcast on Sunday nights at 7, and we upload it to the internet on Monday mornings. So people watching with us on Facebook, and they comment, and respond to those comments, or you watch it on Spotify, or hear it on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere podcasts are available, or you watch it on our YouTube channel. Now, our hashtag is KickbackTV. I got tired of having to tell y'all 18 different ways to find us. This is how you find everything. KickbackTV, really all simple. One word. Really hashtag. Hashtag KickbackTV will get you our Facebook. Hashtag KickbackTV will get you our Spotify. Hashtag KickbackTV will get you our iTunes. Hashtag KickbackTV will get you our YouTube. All you have to do is go to any social media platform and put in hashtag Kickback TV, and it'll get you our most recent episode. And once you get there, you can go back to the old shows.
Go back to the old show.
We've been doing the show since 2012. Several different iterations. This is the iteration we started with, just me and JB.
Indeed. And, make sure you check out that B-Reel too, because it's a lot. It's a lot of little funny moments, little pockets in there. Woo! It's a fun little time on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page, man, because you see a lot of
the blooper reels.
Yeah,
y'all know our podcast, dude. Y'all hip already. Y'all watch Joe Budden podcast and Think Champs. You know what it is. Angela Rye. Y'all know what it is.
Here's the secret though: we're funnier than they are,
and I'm prettier than Angela Rye.
I got nothing.
Facts.
It's nothing.
True, cuz. See, true.
That might have been the worst lie I've ever heard in my life, and I thought I told some pretty big lies before, but Jesus, I don't know what to say anymore.
All right, so we getting up out of here. This gonna be different for our Facebook viewers. We're gonna stop the podcast now. And podcasters, if you want to know what happens next, you're going to have to go to Facebook, type in Kickback TV, hashtag, or Kickback TV Live from Atlanta on our Facebook page, and see what happens next. Because normally,
probably find it on YouTube.
It does. Normally, we give podcast, we stop the video and give podcasters extras, little boosts, little information. I'm going to stop the podcast and come talk to Facebook only. Well, YouTube will see it too. But if you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, you might try like Mr. Joe. So, thank you for tuning in on Spotify and iTunes. We will be back next Sunday at 7 p.m. You will hear it next Monday morning while you're at work. And we up out of here. JB, any last words?
Hey, peace and hair grease. Good night.
Uno. We out. All right, the podcast done. Kick back.
It's a game on somewhere.
Huh?
It's a game on somewhere. Fuck.
I done. Okay. I close everything. I hit like all the buttons. All the buttons you're not supposed to hit that. Don't hit that button. I bet I'm gonna hit it right now.
I start here. Oh shit! I'm like.
Appreciate
bro.
y'all tuning in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Set up and everything.
It was an empty house tonight. You know what I'm saying? Just me and JB. Gelman left before the show started.
You watched that whole Redskins game though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. We about to get up out of here. We see JB draped in his Redskin gear.
You goddamn right.
I take it. We won the last 10 games, so we 10-1 over the last 11. But I keep it 100 and go.
Oh shit.
We 0-1 over the last game.
Oh shit. The Chefs
I will
just
do
missed
that
a
for our
field goal,
Redskin
man.
fans that's watching. The Chefs.
The Chiefs.
This nigga said this nigga. The
You don't
Chefs.
remember that commercial? It looks great, but who are the chefs? You don't remember that commercial?
Nah, I thought you just fucked up. I didn't know you was quoting the commercial.
Yeah.
I was like, this nigga really say the Chefs.
That was
So,
I'm not even drunk.
shit. We about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Especially with two ugly niggas hosting with no pretty girls around us. So I definitely appreciate that.
That's real.
We'll see you next week in 6 days and 22 hours. We out this bitch. Let me see where this button at.